My students are absolutely loving that their teacher is a YouTuber, and we're hoping that these videos go viral, so help us out. LOL. I wanted to show the base 10 model. I've had some parents ask, how does this work and what strategy am I supposed to use to help my kiddo at home? So this is one that we're using in class that I find the most helpful, and it'll make connections to how we as adults use math and a different strategy. If my problem is 624 plus 359, I'm going to draw out my base 10. So I started here and then wanted to make a video. So I'm going to draw out 6 hundreds. These are hundreds blocks, or we call them flats, 2 tens for the 20, and 4 ones or 4 units for our 4 in the ones place. And then I'm going to draw the same number or the same thing underneath, but go ahead and model that number. So I have my 300s, my 5 tens for 50, and my 9 ones. Let me just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good thing I double checked. See, boys and girls? Now we're adding, so we're going to go ahead and group these together. So if I add my 9 and 4, I can go and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I put a 13 underneath it. How many 10s? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. I have 70. Or 7, and then I'm going to add my hundreds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So my answer says 970 13, and we as a class know we can't do that. So what's everybody thinking right now? Regroup. We're going to regroup these over here where we have more than 10. So we're going to count out 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this is called regrouping. A lot of us old timers say we're going to carry the 1. We're regrouping. We're trading in those units and putting them together to form a 10. And so now we're left with just the 3 ones in there, but we've grouped these 10 now to make a 10. So now I'm going to recount my 10s. If I had 7 and I put 1 more, then I know that this is going to change to an 8, and then I can leave my 8 and I can leave my 100. So my answer is 983. So let's see how this relates to what we're used to doing, and this is called the basic or standard algorithm, which I do not discourage kids to use, but we need to know the why. What's the reason why we see that 1 over the 10s or over the 100s? So for us, we old timers, it would be 4 plus 3 is 13. I know I'm going to put the 3 there and carry that 1. That's us regrouping. Remember, we did that here. Then I move to my 10s place. There's 7. Add on 1 more is 8, and 6 plus 3 is 9. So that's a way to now double check my modeling. I wanted to show you one more where you may regroup more than one time. So I did this one ahead of time, but you can see I did 587, and underneath it 126. I went and I had 13, and I had 10, and I had 6, and I said 610 13 and said nope, that's not right, we need to regroup. So I counted out 10, I traded them in and made a tens rod, and I was left with 3. I now added that to the 10, and I know I have 11. Well, that's still too many. So now I'm going to regroup 10 of these, draw my arrow, and I'm making those into 100, which would be a flat. And instead of there's 6, now there's 7. So you can see that I got 713. And if I went and did hundreds, tens, and ones, or our algorithm, I've got the 3. I would have carried that. Here would be 10 and 11, and now I'm going to carry that. 1 plus 5 and 1 plus 1 more is 7. This strategy also works with subtraction. Subtraction is where I absolutely encourage kiddos to use it because it's a visual that helps them with their work. So if I have the problem 927 minus 564, the difference between addition and subtraction using this, let me count here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, is I'm just going to draw the top number, which is our largest number. We know that for subtraction. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to write what I'm supposed to take away. I'm supposed to take away 4 ones, 6 tens, and 5 hundreds. I got that number from 564. So I go and look my ones place. We always start in the ones. Can I cross off 4 of these? I can. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many am I left with? I'm left with 3. So in my ones place, I know I have 3. I go to my tens, though. I'm supposed to cross off. Remember, those are rods. So this might be confusing, not 11. Those are rods. I'm supposed to cross off 6 of them. I cannot. So I'm going to go next door and regroup one of these hundreds and come over here and draw the 10 tens that make up that 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, can I cross off 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I look to see how many are left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to put a 6 under here. Then I need to cross off these 500s. I'm not counting this one. This one was regrouped over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm left with 363. Let's double check. Check our 1. 7 take away 4 does equal 3. 2 take away 6. Can I do that? I cannot. So I'm going to regroup one of the hundreds, take one from there, which would make it 8, and I'm going to regroup, which would make this number a 12. 12 take away 6 in our tens is 6 tens. 8 take away 5 is 3, and we can see how those two numbers are the same. I went and once again and drew another one where I'm actually regrouping more than one time. Draw out the first number, 715. Take away 7, take away 3, take away 3 for that 337. I didn't have enough, so I needed to go and borrow a 10, so I'm regrouping it over here for these 10 ones. Then go and cross off 7. I'm supposed to cross off 3. I didn't have 3, so I needed to cross off 100 and change it in for 10 tens. And now I crossed off 3 and I was left with 7. And last but not least, I had to cross off those 3 tens that it originally wanted me to cross off, and now I'm left with 3. So my answer is 378. I hope that this model makes sense to you. I encourage you to use it and make the connection to the standard algorithm if that's what you're already using. Have a wonderful night.